What is going on, and welcome on in. It is Tuesday, August 29th, 2023, and we've got a trade recap making $210 trading Google and NVIDIA. I'm going to tell you right now, this actually should have been it could have been a much larger day, but I'm not going to think that way. I'm going to just log what happened, explain what we could do better in the future, and move on. But this is good. This is a good day. I will take this and I will move on to the next is the plan. So first things first was Google at 9:15 a.m. That's Central Time, by the way. So I'm going to pull up the charts. So Google's chart, I'm sorry if you hear this, just an absolute monster in the background. Honey is just going nuts with her toy. Google's chart, right? Been strong, pushing up near yesterday's high. Right, it's pushing up near the highs of this year, right before this big move today. And sorry, this thing is not, there it is. It's up here. I like longs if we're up there and we are strong on a strong day. And so we broke over yesterday's highs, also lines up with pre-market highs as well. That was this first blue line. Then we essentially had a nice push after that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to TradeZella and go through the trade replay feature and show you exactly the thought process behind it while I was in this trade. So you can see exactly what I was looking at and see what I was seeing, and I can at least, explain it maybe a bit better from here. So I'm on, 30x speed on a 5-minute. I'm going to go to a 5-minute chart here. That's what I trade on. So double top high not pre-market at the beginning of the day. I don't trade the first 15 minutes, so let things play out. And lately I've been feeling that it's been for the better. Then we got this little mini flag starting to form right here. Broke that high, put in a nice little area. Boom, get in on the break of that. So I saw that little mini flag, get on the break of that, shows strength, great. Stop loss is going to be underneath the lows of these candles right here. It's like a double bottom low, if you will. So that was a tight stop. And because it had to be. I was like, I don't want to have to hold this thing all the way back out. It's either going to go or it's not. If it's not going to go, I don't want to be in. So if it breaks those, get me out. So I'm in. And I got in at 5 contracts at $2.12 a contract. And my first take profits didn't come for about almost 20 minutes. I believe they're going to be coming in on this candle right here as we push nice and strong up towards 135. Boom, we broke 135. That was a pretty strong resistance based off level 2. I started selling some there. I now sold. Now we're up well over 10%, 10, 11, 12%. I'm selling contracts. Now my last contract, here's a mistake. Okay, I'm all out. At this point, I'm all out. Why? Upper wick. I don't love that candle. I would like to see, a stronger candle. That didn't look great. That's why I got out. Play it out, and you can see that obviously we've done much more. Google went way further. Here's where I'm going to refer back to my Webull charts. And by the way, I'm going to go up to the top of Webull. You can see, realize, it's small. Am I covered? No, I'm not. I'll cover it. Days P&L 209, realize P&L 209.06 after fees. So what could you use to trail this? Now, my thought process here was I'm up over 10%. The net trade was like 13%. We can go back and find that. The trade was like 13%, something along those lines, I want to say. Yes, the net ROI was 13.21%. So we're up nicely at this point in time. I see the upper wick. We have had price action that has been pretty choppy, let's be honest, the past couple of weeks, not just days, weeks, this whole month of August. And so I'm like, I'm going to just lock it in while I have it. And I lose, or when I lose about $100 a trade. It's like roughly my 10% stop loss. Every contract could be slightly different, but 10%. So I'm like, I'm up over 140, whatever the number is, 130, 140. I'm going to lock this in. That's a 1.4R win in one trade. That's pretty good. If I do this, if I make, if I do trades take trades like this and I win 50% of the time, I'm profitable. So, and very nicely profitable actually. So that was the idea. So that's why I locked it in. But looking back, I could use something like the 9 EMA. You can use the 10, the 8, the 6, the 5. Doesn't matter. Pick one that you like. Was recommended to me, by watching people in the past, and it kind of stuck. I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. It works. It seems to work pretty well. So I'm going to use it, and it's a perfect example of how I could have held I sold here last contracts. we didn't break the 9 EMA until about $1.50 higher. So I don't know, do the math, right? Even just one contract, because I'm locking in contracts along the way to lock in the gains. Even if you just held one contract, right? I locked 4 in, I would have realized like $100. That last contract could have gone an extra $1 in my direction, maybe 50 cents, which could be like $50 to $100. Not a lot of money, but as you scale up, it's, in the term of R's, right? R multiples, it's a half R or it's a full R, which for a runner that you already secured a good win, and you're just letting this thing ride. That's awesome. Like that could be, the difference at the end of the week potentially. So that's one thing to learn or to take away. Then the 2 NVIDIA trades, let's see if I can pull them up. Here's the first one, $5 loss, essentially stopped me out at break even. And then the next one was a $75 win. I'll cover those 2 in one chart really, really quick right now. So NVIDIA, where is she? There she is. She's up 4.5% today. It's pretty crazy. It's still going, by the way. So levels I'm watching here, here, and then here. So I tried to play this first on this break right here, which technically worked, but I brought my stop loss up to break even pretty much, and so it stopped me out on these wicks. It got like 7 or 8% in my direction, then it stopped me out because I'm playing next week contracts. I played it again here, and this just took me out for profits at my 7 to 10%. I took the 7% and I moved my stop loss up quickly, and that was it. So the idea was there. Like the trade really it honestly didn't need to like lose the first one. I could have just won. But I had essentially a break even, and then I tried it again. Once it broke high today, got the momentum, got the better push there, and it's showing some better strength, me pushing 490 or so. And that was it. So going back to it, here we are. And that's our biggest winning day of the month, by the way. It's pretty rare, I have found this month, to have more than one green, well, I don't want to say more than one, but like have, more than one decent trade in a row. This technically wasn't in a row, but close. So it's good. It's good stuff. Now, I'll have a recap of everything, going over, all the stuff for the month in like a couple of days by probably Friday. I got one more day of trading for the month of August, and then I'm out of here on Thursday, going up to Penn State for the season opener. So that should be fun, but I'll update you guys on that. It's been a rocky month, I think, for sure, compared to the past like 5. But I think a lot of great lessons and a lot of things that I needed to kind of take on the chin, so that now I can adjust for the future as we kind of start ramping things up. And now we got our sizing kind of dialed in and all that stuff. So I'm pretty consistent now on the sizing, the risk reward, all that stuff. So there you guys have it. This is TradeZella. I'll leave links down below to TradeZella, everything that I use, all the softwares and shit that I use, resources in the description box down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.